Hello, a short thought to take with us into Yom Kippur. It's 2 days before Yom Kippur, and we know that we need a plan. You want Hashem to have a plan for us, and it's want to be a good plan. So you have to have a plan also how we're going to meet Hashem. So I want to tell you an amazing story, short, but amazing story about Rav Pam. Zatzal, Rav Pam, he should rest in peace. He was the Rosh Yeshiva, the head of the yeshiva of Tarvedas here in Brooklyn. And he was once officiating at a wedding. And you know at the wedding that we write a ketubah. We write a marriage document. Sometimes it's written before, you fill in the dates, fill in the names, the witnesses. And this wedding ketubah happened to be, it was purchased for a few $100s. It was calligraphy, it was beautiful, it was made to hang up. Sometimes people frame it. Many circles we don't do that. But many people frame the ketubah and they hang it up after the wedding, they hang it up in their home. And this ketubah was such a ketubah, it cost a few $100s. At the wedding, at the ceremony, before the ceremony was to begin, they were filling out the information about the bride and the groom. And one of the people who were signing it made a mistake, and he made the whole ketubah invalid. Thank God Rabbi Pam had an extra one. He always brought two just in case. He used another ketubah. But obviously the other one was one that you buy in a farm store, in a bookstore. It wasn't made beautiful, fancy to hang up. And the father of the bride was fuming. He looked forward to, he spent money on this ketubah, he was fuming. So Rabbi Pam called the father to the side to calm him down and to talk to him. He spoke a little bit. And for the rest of the wedding, the father of the bride was smiling from ear to ear. And finally, when someone had an opportunity, he asked, what did Rav Pam say to you? What could he have said that didn't bother you anymore, that he made this ketubah no good? The signatory, the person who was signing it, made it no good, and you were fuming, and all of a sudden you were smiling. What did he say to you? He said, Rav Pam said something amazing, absolutely amazing. He said, Rav Pam told him that it's obvious that in the heavens it was decreed that your daughter needs to have two ketubot, two ketubahs. Usually the way you have two is you get married, and then either you get divorced, or either your husband dies, and you need another ketubah. She goes marry somebody else, and you get a second ketubah. So Rav Pam told me, he said, the father said, thank God that God chose to allow or to make it to be that my daughter should have two ketubahs in such a way, without having to go through a divorce or death, God forbid. It just wasn't good. What could you do? And it made me look at the ketubah that became no good in such a different light. And this is the lesson I want to take for us as we go into Yom Kippur. To try to look at things in a positive way. Sometimes things bother us. Of course the ketubah bothered that person because it was a good ketubah, now it was no good anymore. But you could always look at everything in two ways. And if we look at things in a positive way, A, we are positive ourselves, and B, Hashem looks at us in a positive way. So as we're going towards Yom Kippur, Hashem should help all of us to be able to see with both of our eyes, to see both angles, and to know that this had to be, but at least it happened in not such a harmful or hurtful way. And this way, anything that happens, I'll judge in the right way. Hashem should help us to be positive and to feel positive, and He should look at all of us also in a positive way and give us a judgment that is positive, that is to the plus side, that is pleasurable, that is full of blessings and full of good things and good health and good life. Everybody should have a gemar chatima tova. You should have a great Yom Kippur is a beautiful day. It's a day that we're so happy. We're getting a chance to start again. We should look at it that way, and we should enjoy it. And we should pick something that I want to be different. If it's this small thing, to be positive, it'll be amazing. Hashem should bless us all with a great year. Have an amazing Shabbat and an unbelievable Yom Kippur. And thank you so much for listening.